I started the title of this episode, Do You Like Movies? Not for the context that you think I'm going in, but for those moments to give you a different perspective. So, we all know those moments where you just want to scream at your kids. Those moments where it feels like the house is burning down with metaphorical emotions all around you. Now, there is a different kind of story that I want to set you up to learn this idea. So, in the movie Scream, popular movie that's being repopularized right now, but it was popularized when I was growing up in the 90s and probably the early 2000s. Don't remember the exact year it came out. But there's this predictability that Scream kind of plays to that, don't run upstairs when the person's in the house. Don't do these dumb things that everybody else knows is dumb. And yet they always do them and it always becomes predictable. But in the moment, that's probably what feels natural to run away and go find a room. But at the same time, you've just cornered yourself in a room upstairs and there's no way out. But everybody watching the movie is like, don't do it. Don't do it. You gotta go somewhere else. He's gonna kill you up there. Watching the movie, it's easy to say those things. It's easy to think those things. Far harder to do when you're the actor. Now, take that movie and incorporate it into your life. How many times are you the actor in your life? How many times do you feel like you are playing a role within this moment and you're having to be someone different, or you're just riding the wave of emotions, whatever your instinct goes, and you're flying by the seat of your pants as you make it up, and you just feel like an actor in the movie that is your life? If you've done any meditation work, or if you are into mindfulness and you've done any understanding of it, one of its core philosophies is witnessing, is to witness a thought, a moment, an experience, not see it, but witness it. And the difference is witnessing means there's distance, there's space. It's like if you watch your kids outside playing, you're witnessing them play outside from inside through the window. This context of do you like movies is thinking about a moment, and as they happen, this is the real trick of the trick, is when you're in the heat of the moment, you've got about 5 seconds to make a new choice before your brain just goes on instinct. And in those 5 seconds, the trick is introducing a pause. And in that pause, putting space between you and the moment. And in this space as well, pulling back enough to get to the point where witnessing the moment is like watching a movie. That what if you were to pause this moment where you're getting ready to scream at your kids, step back, look at the picture, what predictably would you be able to say about that dad who's just getting ready to scream at the kid, even though it's you? And be like, don't do it, it's going to go downhill. He's going to get really upset and he's just going to ferociously throw a bunch of stuff and it's not going to work. Don't do it. But in the moment again, it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like the right thing to do. But when you witness it like a movie, you introduce a new idea that you can do what you predict, or you could do the opposite, or you could even just see it clearly and like, you know what? I'm getting ready to yell, scream, punish, whatever it may be. But you also realize this moment isn't that big. This moment isn't that serious. Or maybe you're like, don't take yourself so seriously right now. Literally, you're yelling at a kid who's 2. Dude, who does that? But you can't have that thought in the moment. We've all done it. You've all been in that moment and you're like, ugh, it's really heavy. What do? Remember to witness the moment like a movie. Take intentional action of stepping away from being the actor in your life and being the person that witness your life. Because as a witness, you can make new choices. You can see the bigger picture. You can see things you can't see. But when you're the actor, you're only worried about the role you're playing. And in most of those cases, it's based off of instinct. And instinct is generally what causes yourself to repeat the behaviors that you're doing. So, your homework. Watch your life like a movie. Take a moment where you normally get really upset, pause for about 5 seconds, and try to imagine in your head, what would it be like to witness this moment like a movie? And what would that character be screaming at this TV? Don't do that! Trying to get someone to do different. That is your lesson today. That is your homework. Hopefully, witnessing your life like a movie helps you disconnect from those moments where it gets really heavy, create intentionality of where you can go, and create new paths that you've never been on before to create new outcomes and get you closer to that dad you always wanted to be. Guys, have an amazing day. I'm back again with you guys tomorrow.